Imagine this. You meet someone new. The chemistry is strong. You feel excited, alive, turned on. The first time you're intimate, you really want to impress her. You want to be a great lover. You want her to feel satisfied, safe, desired. But inside, you can hear a voice asking, what if my body doesn't respond to her? What if I lose my erection? What if I can't give her an orgasm? And suddenly, you don't feel so confident. Maybe even a little worried. As long as your confidence is tied to performance, it is fragile. Keep watching and I'll show you how to step out of this trap and build real sexual confidence. Hi, I'm Moshe from Multi-O Coaching. And today we're going to talk about how to build lasting sexual confidence. The kind that doesn't disappear when you're with a new partner, when your partner changes over time, when your body changes, or when stress, illness, major life shifts affect your sexuality. Most men believe sexual confidence comes from knowing exactly what to do, performing well every time, staying hard whenever needed, lasting a long time, being able to give her orgasms. And yes, those things can feel good when they happen. They can boost your sense of being a great lover. They can give you temporary confidence. But here's the problem. New partners work sexually different, and what was functioning with one might not work with another. And then even with the same partner, relationships evolve and change. Desire shifts, aging happens, bodies and hormones change. So if your confidence depends on always performing the same way, it will eventually crack. Real confidence has to come from somewhere deeper. Lasting sexual confidence is not I can always perform. It's I trust myself whatever shows up. It's a feeling of curiosity instead of fear, flexibility instead of rigidity, trust instead of control, presence instead of pressure. It's knowing my sexuality is alive, changing, creative, and I'm okay with that. When you have this kind of confidence, you're no longer trying to prove something. You're exploring something. Let me give you a comparison. Imagine two men. The first man believes his value in bed comes from performance. He needs to stay hard. He needs to satisfy his partner in a very specific way. When his erection softens, even a little, contraction starts. His mind tightens. He tries harder. The body often shuts down even more. Sex becomes stressful instead of playful. The second man has a different relationship with his sexuality. If his erection changes, he stays curious. He feels his breath. He explores touch, presence, energy, connection. Instead of asking, am I performing well? He asks, what's alive here right now? Ironically, this relaxed curiosity often allows the body to respond even better. But even if it doesn't, he still feels confident, grounded, and connected. And this isn't just theory for me or something I like telling my clients. I've experienced this in my own relationship several times. I've been with partners who told me honestly that something wasn't working for them sexually. With time and practice, instead of getting defensive or stressed, I began to stay curious. I remember saying to one of my partners, just keep teaching me, I can learn. We kept exploring together, communicating, adjusting, and a few months later she told me I had become one of the best lovers she ever had. Not because I was perfect from the start, but because I stayed open, relaxed, and willing to learn. Sexuality is not a machine. It's not predictable. It's not linear. It's not something you can fully control. It's more like weather, sometimes fiery, sometimes tender, sometimes wild, sometimes quiet, sometimes deeply emotional, sometimes deeply physical. If you trust only one version of your sexuality, you will always feel insecure. If you trust the full range, you relax into confidence. Here's something most men don't like to think about, but it's important. The things you can do at 25 won't be exactly the same at 65. That doesn't mean sexuality gets worse. It means it changes. Depth often replaces speed, sensitivity replaces intensity, connection replaces performance, presence replaces technique. If you stay curious, your sexuality can actually become richer, not poorer. But if you cling to old performance identity, sooner or later you're going to suffer. So how do you build this kind of lasting sexual confidence? Here are a few simple directions to start with. Practice curiosity in your own body. Notice sensation without judging them. Explore arousal without rushing towards goals. Feel your breath, your emotions, your energy. Release outcome pressure during intimacy. Instead of aiming for orgasm or performance, aim for connection, presence, and exploration. Communicate honestly with your partner. Share what you're feeling, slow down together, make space for authenticity instead of perfection. Redefine success in sex. Success is not just erection or orgasm. Success is feeling alive, connected, open, and real. When your confidence comes from curiosity and trust, you no longer fear change. You become a man who feels at home in his sexuality. Not because everything works perfectly, but because you trust yourself in whatever unfolds. That's real confidence. If this perspective resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like deeper guidance in developing embodied sexual confidence, check the links in the description to my courses. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.